Police arrested Bridgeport man for disorderly conduct, but investigators say Nelson Diaz is also a person of interest in the explosion that rocked an apartment building yesterday morning. Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones was on the scene as the story really was breaking and joins us now with the latest information. Good morning, Marcy.
That's right. Good morning, Roger. Well, thankfully, nobody was hurt in the explosion yesterday morning. However, the ordeal and the following investigation caused a significant disruption in the lives of those in the neighborhood. Now, police are piecing together how and why this all happened. Bridgeport police have arrested and charged Nelson Diaz for disorderly conduct. But this is not Nelson's first run-in with the law. Police say he's a convicted felon and a person of interest in the explosion at 1512 North Avenue Thursday morning. In addition, Nelson is also someone the FBI says they've had on their radar. Law enforcement officers say that they have evidence that Nelson was causing a disturbance inside of the apartment building and have surveillance footage of him briskly leaving seconds after the explosion and fleeing in his car. As the investigation continues, big questions remain, like why did this happen and what exactly exploded? Residents who were temporarily evacuated are now back in their homes. Bond for Diaz has been set at $25,000. In the studio, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right.